celebrating some of the top athletes in each sport from the last 20 years of the BCSN era. Tonight, Justin Feldkamp and Greg Franke talk about their top 20 athletes in track and field.
Another night, another sport here as we continue to look at the top athletes per sport over the course of December. He's Greg, I'm Justin. Let's get to the list of the top 20 male and female track and field athletes of the last 2 decades, the BCSN era, 2004 to the present day. Victoria Aubonal, these are alphabetical order by last name. Lexi Aubonal, or Augenball, I should say. Deontay Carey, Jerwan Gambrell, Mashawn Graham, Frank Hayes, Haley Hess, Ben Ireland, Malcolm Johnson, Micah Johnson, Sean Joplin, Eric Canard, Lauren Mickham, Bryce Mitchell, Delaney Phelps, J.J. Pinkney, Madison Pollard, Mara Scott, Darian Westmeyer, Grace Winkowski. There's an obvious starting point with this list because he's a gold medal winner in the Olympics. Eric Canard, the pride of Rogers High School.
Yes, definitely, and we were in on it right from the beginning when he set the Ohio record in the high jump right there at Rogers High School for the City League meet, and there was a real buzz for that, and sometimes it's tough to get the cameras to cover the field events.
Yes.
We made sure that we weren't going to miss that. And it was live on BCSN, or it was on BCSN. And then, of course, I think that everybody could kind of tell this guy's on a trajectory that's going to lead just where it was to collegiate champion and then ultimately the Olympics. And I don't know if anybody would have said gold medal, but there it is. He got there.
Yeah, he performed well at Kansas State as a Wildcat and then in the 2012 London Olympics, and won a silver at the time, but due to some drug doping was elevated to the gold medal, and he was recognized in Paris just this past summer, an event that was truly remarkable to see him relive such a great moment in his athletic career. But also you see not only state record holders for Eric Canard, but also others on this list who performed not only well here at the district or regional level, but have won state track records as well.
That's right. Well, one of them, Bryce Mitchell from Rogers, he won the long jump. Oh, that's great.
Bowser.
Pardon me, Bowser. He won it by more than a foot. I mean, this is a sport that things are determined by inches, and he won it by over a foot. I mean, what can you say about that? Mara Scott was one of our 20 all-time athletes, and she won the 100 and the 200. And one thing about track is that athletes have their favorite sports, and they're great in other sports too, but maybe just not quite on the same level as that. And Kate Ocker was great in track. She'd win in the hurdles. She'd run the same sprint, and she maybe finished second because she was a hurdler. That was her main wheelhouse.
Right.
But she won the 100 and the 200. She won both, her favorite sport and the secondary sport. She still won state titles, and she did it the 200 twice. That shows how incredible she was.
Yeah, Mara Scott, a lethal sprinter for the Springfield Blue Devils, and she will run track at the University of Southern California as well. We also wanted to bring up Madison Pollard on this list. She was a top 20 female athlete of the BCSN era, regardless of sport. Not just speedy stars on this list, Greg, but also the field athletes, and Pollard did that very well at Indiana.
Yeah, it was All-American, and that's what I said earlier, and it's always kind of been too bad that sometimes we're set up in the press box, they're doing the field events behind us, and so we can't always cover the field events, especially back in some of those days, but yes, certainly that accomplished like that merits being the 20th, one of the 20 top athletes of any sport, certainly on the track and field side.
Yeah, and Sean Joplin on this list also played football, another multi-sport athlete, played for the BGSU Falcons, still active in the community as an assistant coach and head coach of a variety of capacities in the Sylvania area and the Toledo area as well. Let's get one more look at the track and field stars of the past 20 years here on BCSN. 1 through 20, an impressive list. Alphabetical order, and congratulations to all of them on this list. I'm Justin, he's Greg, as we continue the top 20 athletes per sport over the course of December on Sports Nightly.